Okay, this was the dawn of our liftoff day at Al Yaslim. Here was our helicopter, UH-60 Black Hawk, that we were going to fly to the airfield on. There's Darth Vader, our pilot, giving us instructions. And here is an air defense battery. Colonel Ward would be interested in seeing that. And here is a typical Kuwaiti sheep herder out in the middle of nowhere setup. Here is some villa, obviously more wealthy Kuwaiti than the previous person. Here is an oil well drilling site of some sort. And here is a Kuwaiti village near the oil workers. Next picture is Al Yaslim airfield with bunkers still beat up from the first Gulf War. There's me inside the airplane, expecting my ride, yay. There are dozens and dozens of oil tankers off the Kuwaiti coast. This is the coast of Dubai, I think. Up or down, sea or sky, it's kind of hard to tell. This is the coast of Oman as we're coming in to refuel. There's some more Oman, a big old mosque there in the middle. And here is Muscat, Oman, main airfield. And here am I standing by our airplane waiting for gas, which was being provided to us by our friendly British neighbors and friends. And this is the looking out over Pakistan, southern Pakistan. I think maybe this is actually Afghanistan. The mountains seem to go on forever and ever and ever.
Told you there was nothing to look at.
That was Colonel Dietrich, one of the other passengers on our plane. And here are just some more shots of the mountains of Afghanistan as we were flying in towards Kabul. Extremely rugged country. A lot of haze out there this day. It was not cloudy, not too bad, but a lot of haze down on the ground. Welcome to Kabul, Afghanistan. Yeah, this is the main airport in Kabul. Not quite Hartsfield. And here's where we were staying, the famous Kabul Palace. Nice little hostel next to the Danish PX, and they were working on the sewer system while we were there. Please note the placard placed there by the Turkish government. This building was recently renovated in 2002. Note the chipping paint. Here's the hallway leading into our hotel room. Kind of dark, and our room was at the end of the hall with the view supposed to be out towards the mountains of Kabul, but dirty windows. Here is our room, luxurious accommodations. I had the lower bunk, and my roommate had the bed to the side. Please note, no bathrooms in the room. This is what we could see from the veranda on a clear day, which wasn't much. This was the clearest day I think we had. And you can see some buildings. I think those are homes out on the sides of the mountain. The famous International something Forces headquarters in Kabul. There's me standing next to our VIP dining facility, and here I am all suited up in the armored car ready for our ride through Kabul. And these were our drivers. They were both Brit soldiers. I think they were sergeants, not quite sure, never did get their names. But they're going to take us through a tour of downtown Kabul. If you note, one of the guys is constantly talking. He is giving instructions to the driver, keeping him constantly aware of what surroundings are and potential threats, such as bombs or bombers or ambushers. They're not just having a polite conversation. It's a pretty tense moment. We're packed in this armored Land Rover like sardines on our way back to the airport.
Bloke on the first floor there, on the right hand side. I'll watch the white car pull down to the right. Definitely all the way down this road, both sides of this. Traffic slowing and loads of pedestrians again on the right. We'll bus coming towards us, we'll go to the right a bit. We've got white vans coming out of the alley from the right hand side. Hopefully we can get past him before he comes out.
And that was a nice trip. Here am I standing on the tarmac on the Kabul International Airport with my fellow travelers, Colonel Murphy, Lieutenant Colonel Coe, and Colonel Dietrich. Here's a German plane getting ready to go. That plane right there has got one of our generals in it. He's got the jet, of course, the faster plane. He's getting ready to taxi down. We had to wait for quite a while because Hamid Karzai flew in on helicopter and shut the whole place down while he transferred to his big plane and took off. And so we were quite delayed, as is the, I think it's a German general in that plane right there. It's looks like a C-130, but it's actually a German C-160, slightly smaller. Took us a while to figure it out because it looked funny. It only had 2 engines, whereas the C-130 has 4. And he's going to taxi down and take his turn. Here comes a Russian-built, I think that's a HIP helicopter, painted a nice, pretty blue. There he goes overhead. It got pretty busy after Hamid Karzai left. And then, of course, here is me, the typical...
Well, I missed the general taking off because I was too busy looking at the pretty helicopter. No biggie.
And we're taxiing out, and we're going to take off from Kabul on our way back to Kuwait. You can see the haze that surrounds the airport. Kabul sits in a bowl surrounded by mountains. And the Afghanis burn tires for fuel and for heat and the cool air. And so breathing all those fumes that you can actually see and taste, it was quite an experience. And this is looking down at Kabul from the air. Kabul is actually on the right in that semicircle of mountains. Like I said, it sits down in that bowl, and there's some more pictures of the countryside of Afghanistan. Beautiful countryside. It's actually a wasteland from what I could see. Not a whole lot there. And these are some more mountains as we fly home out of Afghanistan back to Kuwait.